No, here we go. Jimmy got going and I don't care. Jimmy got going and I. All right, yo, what's going on? This is Savage
Let the
AF.
liquor tell it.
There you go. Savage AF, we here for you. You know what it is.
Forget your feelings.
I was go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go.
No. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. Then
That's
I was
it.
going to say I'm comedian Shang, and that is
I'm Black Pedro, y'all.
that's Black
We'll
Pedro.
be cursing in 4 minutes and 2 seconds. In the meantime, in between time, Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. That's our PG motto. You can catch us Monday through Friday, typically at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically live on YouTube and Facebook, always. If you ever miss us live, get your finger out your nose.
Yeah, if you miss us live, I mean, the main thing I want to ask you is, so say your life ain't going right with a lot of other things. What the hell does that got to do with us? All right, just you know what? We here for you, and you here for us, and we sharing our time. So if you miss the show, which is actually scrolling down there, you see it scrolling. It's that's you see it.
That's our YouTube channel there. You can catch all our shows archived on that channel.
Archive shows, you can rewatch shows.
Savage AF World.
Yep. You can rewatch them. You could share them. You could, hey, Christmas is coming up. You can give them as gifts.
Yeah, Savage AF is gift. The gift.
And when you get there, you ring the little bell and you'll feel, God damn it, quite well. Damn, click the bell. Make sure you click the bell. And you know what? We need the ratings too, because the ratings matter. Ratings matter. Just like Black Lives Matter, ratings matter. And you need to check that out. You saw that, man. Bam, bam, bam. Also, how's your thumbs? You know what? We never asked about the health of people's thumbs. How's your thumb? Your thumb is still. My thumbs are weird. Okay, look at my hands and look how long my thumbs are.
Okay. Hey,
are they pretty normal?
More grip. Normal? That's all. Yeah.
My hands. Look at that.
No, nothing looks normal when you do that.
Yeah, nothing.
How are my hands?
All right, but I know how your thumbs are. Make sure you do the thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up on all the things you see online, which is Facebook and YouTube. Here we go. If you get the thumbs up, you know what it is.
Now on Facebook, make sure you look up Savage A.F. That'll help you find us faster. Savage A.F. More important than all of that, air, water, life. The most important thing.
Like you said, more. Wait a minute. How more than air and water?
More than air and water.
How long can you live without drinking water?
I think it's like without any water. I don't know. I think it's only like 7 days or some shit.
What about air?
Without food, you can go weeks. Air? No, that's up to you. The point is,
no, that's what I'm saying.
No, none of that is more important.
None.
Than the Instagram. Yeah.
So hold your breath
till you turn blue. All right. If you don't follow us, that is on Instagram at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. The numbers are so important. Without followers, we are nothing. It's not about talent. It's not about funny. It's not about looks. It's not about height. It's not about weight. It's not about the color of your skin. That's a lie. But it is about these numbers and the twin cousin app threads at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Get at it.
Right. When you follow us on those, also we will send you a free gift. We'll let you know the free gift at the end of the show. We're gonna let you know right now. Pedro don't even know I'm gonna do. You know what? I will take care of all the shipping costs of what we will be mailing you. Each and every one person watching, AJ Fit, LG, Raina, Damani Jones, all you will get in the mail our gift for today from Savage AF.
Okay, there you go.
Now he didn't know nothing about this. It's a surprise.
Yeah, hey, I'm just as excited as you guys are. I'll bet you 10 Shang bucks
that it ain't gonna happen. You know what? I always knew you were racist.
Hey man, you know me.
You know where you just put racism on whatever. You know why you
How
don't
else
do
you
that?
get through traffic? Shit.
Exactly. You know why you drink that wine?
Because I'm sophisticated.
Because you're
And it
racist.
costs $10.
And you know what? All you people in the feed, you're racist too. No. Tawana, what's up, Tawana? We got a lot of people in the feed jumping in. All right, so the last thing I wanted to make sure that y'all know is one last thing. We will be in 2024 changing up the format and changing up a bunch of stuff. We will need your support. So make sure you check us out. Make sure you follow us on social media and all the different platforms so we can let you know where new location, new look, new days, the whole nine. So it's going to be a whole new world.
You know what it is. Treehead in the building. I see you as well. Listen, Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Hey
Black
man,
Pedro
why you
comedian
using that
Shang.
kind of language, man? What kind of
Well, you know, when the Remy's in the system, and this ain't even Remy, so you ain't no telling.
what
Listen,
is
guys.
wrong with you, man?
What the fuck, guys? We are the show that gives you politics, hot topics, current events, and then I don't give a fuck kind of style. Black Pedro comedian Shang. Listen, let's get into the show for today. Savage AF is the show. All right. It's Thursday, December 14th, 2023, in the time space
2020
continuum.
twin.
2020 Trizzle.
Is it drizzle?
In the
I
time
can't tell.
space continue. Yeah, twin would be two. So we in the
Well,
tray.
but you know,
We in
I
that
know
dude's tray.
you know all of that, ghetto talk. I'm from an upper crust.
The ghetto. I studied it at Princeton.
Well, at Princeton, there was I know
I did
class
my
for
thesis on slang, on
so
jive.
now we're going to start off with niggas.
Nigus. All right. That being said, listen, guys. We're gonna end today's show. I didn't.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it real, real black.
All right. Let me see. Did I do this right? Okay, we got that. All right. Just Shangry today. Can a brother get a home or what?
Did y'all see that?
Like I
Hold on,
said,
man.
I've studied for years the source of black rage, as it's known.
I did not. You know what? I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but goddamn,
I'll have you know I studied for years at Yale Drama in order to capture the essence of what's known as Negroism.
Quite
Small movement out of Harlem.
You've done quite well, and all you Negroes in the feed, cheerio.
That being said, before you're Shangry today, y'all gotta understand. I just saw what his Shangry was, so that was just pure improv, spirituality coming through me.
Yeah, but you know you did a job, and you know what I got to say to you? Bravo, young man. Bravo.
You know, on this show we keep it black too. So your black page will pop in before. Can a brother get a home or what? It's Negroes, please.
Okay.
It is Negroes, please. All right. But before we get into that, we have the chairman of the Boardwalk. We're gonna talk about him. Reggie Ray is his name.
Reggie Ray.
He's avoiding jail time, and we'll talk about it. One of our heroes of 2023. But before we get into that, you know that on this show, while we don't necessarily have all of the accredited journalistic credentials.
Well, speak for yourself. I've read a book on journalism, so that makes me qualified, and by to speak on it. I also watch Fox. I watch Fox News.
There you go.
So yeah,
that looks like a shaved walrus. Like somebody brought it's like bring your walrus to work day, and you'd be like, and walruses don't even have hair, so I don't know why I said shaved. But
I don't know why you said shaved. Like they got froze.
What is?
No, he definitely looks like somebody put facial features on a thumb.
It just looked like yeah, exactly. It looks like a nipple that has something to say.
Yeah.
Listen,
he's a human boil.
we do ask some hard-hitting questions on this show.
Yes, we do.
One of the hardest hittingest things we ever ask is
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Now you know some things just if you just say them out loud, they might sound crazy. especially somebody who is pro-Israel or whatever. Like, you know, the idea that, and I've heard this before, but that Bibi Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, who came onto the scene as a one-state guy. He's not a two-state solution
You mean
guy.
a dictator?
He's anti-Palestine all the way.
Right.
If you said to, you know, that, you know, he actually funded and supported Hamas, you know, in ways that would just sound crazy.
It sounds crazy, but I got another Oliver Stone for you.
But then we click a button like this, and this happens.
I'm going to read something to you. This quote: anyone who wants to thwart the establishment of a Palestinian state has to support the bolstering of Hamas and transferring money to Hamas. This is part of our strategy to isolate the Palestinians in Gaza from the Palestinians in the West Bank. That was Prime Minister Netanyahu in 2019, supporting Hamas, because he knows that as long as Hamas remains there, he can always argue that there is no partner for peace. During our lifetime, there have been two moments when peace could have happened. One was in the early 90s with the Oslo Accords, which were negotiated by Yitzhak Rabin and Yasser Arafat, and both of them were awarded a Nobel Peace Prize for that. Tragically, 2 years after those accords, a right-wing Israeli settler assassinated Yitzhak Rabin, and after the end of that, the peace process came to an end. The second moment came not so long ago in 2016 when John Kerry, as Secretary of State, put forward a peace proposal. That proposal was accepted by the Palestinian Authority and it was rejected by a one Netanyahu.
Okay. Right. So, and you know, I've heard this quote. So going back to the quote, there was some great information at the end, which we'll get to, but going back to her quoting Netanyahu, I've heard other people do it. The quote is going around. The quote is out. This is in 2019, right? And he's saying, "Just kill, kill, kill." Kill. It does go to what, you know, like I said, out of context, might just sound like a conspiracy theory. No. But that this idea that, you know, Netanyahu has allowed this violence from Hamas to occur, like
no,
on October 7th.
It's not allowed. I got something else for you. It's not
like
allowed.
On October 7th, in order to perpetuate a campaign against it, right? Like you to be used as some impetus, like in all these other wars, like in Vietnam and with the Iraq war, you know what I mean? Just like false pretenses to you know, support military action. So, but here you have him saying out loud that like, if we want to eradicate Palestine, then we got to prop up Hamas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the plan. Yeah, man. See, and that's Shane. You should be Israel, and Cam could be Palestine because he's a little darker than you. And
you know what?
That's what we want to see.
That's unfortunately, yeah, he is darker than me. No, I think that it's like Batman and Superman. I don't know if you guys seen Batman v Superman. What they did was that Israel was like, yeah, send a bunch of pictures saying that Batman kicked your mama and you called your mama a hoe and your mama's a bitch and all that other stuff. And so when Superman found out, he's like, oh, okay, so y'all setting me up. Yeah, when I see this nigga in the streets, when I see Batman in these streets,
save Martha.
Yeah, it's Martha. What did you say? It's going to be on. I think that this was all set up from get-go. I think it was always a land grab. I think that Israel always wanted that. I mean, has been preaching that for a while. They have open-air prisons that they've obviously been making Palestinians endure. So the bottom line is, this was something they had already planned before that, to get the land, to take the land, and also to get that canal. And I think that this exposes Israel, not all Jews, so we don't get canceled and I can't get another.
It's a right wing government that's running Israel,
right. And so I don't want the Jewish people.
That's what we're talking about Netanyahu, though.
I know, but people will say if you say anything against Israel, you're anti-Semitic. So I just want to make sure y'all know that's not the case, you cucks. The bottom line is, Israel, at least the right-wing power structure in Israel, has been planning this for quite a while. We're not only talking about 2019, we're talking about this has happened before. They've been also Nakba. Am I saying it right now?
Yeah.
they've been wanting to eradicate. I hate to use that word, but it is true. Eradicate and also commit genocide on the Palestinians a long time ago. This is not something new. They want to take their land. They want to, and because they feel that they're chosen ones. I'm like, since I don't know how
God gave them that land.
Yeah, God gave them that land. Basically, God said, you know, if you believe in God and you believe some higher entity, and even though they're making up shit back to back, that's what religion does. They make up shit, you know. And if that's the case, I should be able to stone Rain of Love because she wore something sexy. Hey, you show your flesh, you know, you get these rocks
to death.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's at this point, it's anybody who wants to throw anti-Semitism around when you're critical like this, you know, you're gonna miss me with that, bro. Like, just like the stones you want to throw a rain to just miss me with those, you know, because this is like, there's no defense for this because you see it play out, right?
Right.
Oh man, I was clowning with my mother the other day about this. Do y'all remember this image here when Netanyahu went to the UN and was talking about they got bombs, and this nigga came with the Bugs Bunny Acme bomb station?
It is a Bugs Bunny. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Like, bro,
that is, wait a minute.
That is the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes ass graphic that he came with.
And the fire at the end, the spark.
Yeah, nigga, that's the shit that always blows up in Wile E. Coyote's face. Right, meep, and then the motherfucker takes off, and then he's holding that fucking thing. So, anyways, man, you know, we know that Netanyahu is anti-Palestine. We know now that
Israel is anti-black too. So I just want to make sure y'all know that they're racist as fuck. But also, Palestinians are racist towards black people. So don't get it twisted. The world is racist toward black people, but Israel is too. But they really, really hate Palestinians.
Yeah, and so just sticking with it, like, we know that that Israel knew leading up to October 7th that a plan of that nature and scale was being
and didn't try to prevent
practiced and didn't do anything about it. And then when you see their behavior afterwards, the indiscriminate bombing, the shooting through essentially human shields. And this isn't RoboCop. You can't shoot through the lady's dress and hit the dude in the crotch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not.
That was a good scene, though. Come on. That was
of course. It works for RoboCop because he's got special skills.
He's RoboCop. Right. But
you can't train the rest of the cops to do that. So when we see this behavior of you know, a lack of humanity towards human shields, and indiscriminate bombing, forced migration, essentially,
displacement.
Yeah, it's hard. It'd be hard to justify that. I don't know what the fuck you would be saying to justify this other than some racist shit.
Just so y'all know, the soldiers in Israel were, and I don't know if this is 100% accurate. I've heard it on 3 different channels. They specifically are targeting journalists because they don't want the journalists to get the real story out. So there's been 60 journalists, not American journalists, international journalists that have been killed. 60. Think about that.
I mean, and also more UN aid workers have been lost in this conflict than, you know, in anything in modern history either. So whether it's intentional or not, what we do understand is that it goes towards negligence and indiscriminate retaliation to October 7th.
Collective punishment. Also, I did double check it. Biden didn't tell him, yo, you need to chill. Yo, you got to chill.
And I know that today they said more. Netanyahu met with what's the guy's name? A state official, today, and he was basically telling him, who's my guy here?
And then
Jake Sullivan, the National Security Advisor. He met with Netanyahu today. So yeah, they're starting to message that now. But again, like I said yesterday, this is a little bit too late.
A little bit too late. Like, after there's 18,000,
at least for the 15,000,
18,000 people that were killed. It's 18,000 now. Over 18,000 people, civilians. 18,000 people Palestinians killed, and out of those 18,000, they're saying there's 7,000 Hamas. But I don't believe that. I think, and also half of those are women and children, are primarily children.
Yeah, and so and Maya Baker brings up a good point, and it's why how my perspective around this has formulated over the weeks of this conflict. Maya says, kind of like how the GOP supports the KKK and other white supremacist groups, right? So and I was saying this from the beginning, is like, as a Black person in America, it's hard not to see the ills, the apartheid state nature of Israel as we go deeper and deeper into this and look at it from both sides, or as many sides, and even trying to look at it from a neutral position. I mean, you just see that, oh wow, over all these years, like, Israel has really, really been on some fuck shit towards,
for a long time.
Yeah, and
But
like you said, Shang, I always say Israel because it's like, I'm not talking about Jewish people. I'm talking
right.
about,
We're not talking about Jewish people. But guess what?
As
for all
entity.
the Jewish people and the Zionists that are out there fucking, basically propaganda, pushing this propaganda, you know what the fuck you're doing. You know what you're doing, and the narrative for Jewish people is victim, because you got to go all the way back to when they were actually victimized by Hitler. But right now they're doing the same shit Hitler was doing. I don't know what the fuck you think it
Pharaoh
was.
fucked with them too in the Bible.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, right now that's what they're doing. They're doing the exact same thing. And when Biden said again, which I got to give Biden, and I don't give Biden any props because I think he's a weak ass candidate with weak ass fucking legs. And he's like, "Don't you talk to me?" Pow. I don't know why I picked that clip, but the bottom line is, he said that, and you know what Netanyahu Kukuru said? He said, "Well, what about what you did when you were in Iraq 80 years ago? You had 7,000, and there was 7,000 civilian casualties in Iraq." And it was great.
I think that must have been over 20 years though, not 2 weeks or 3 months.
Yeah, it's right. That's the one thing. Good point. And the other thing is, he said at the time we didn't have weapons that were that tactical that could specifically blow up with pinpoint accuracy. We have that now. So they're not trying to do that because they're using dirty bombs that America sold them, by the way. America, dirty ass America. But dirty bombs fuck up everything. Right. So
it's why it's called dirty. It's just not a clean.
So it's not a clean
assassination.
Bomb. But what bomb is really clean? But the bottom line is,
they got one they can fly right up your nostrils.
No, that's different.
Nigga, what you sitting on the toilet? That shit'll knock on the door. They got it's called a polite. It's called a polite.
I've seen a movie like that. He was like, "Who is it?" Yo, it's FedEx. And then they opened the door, and the bomb was vibrating there and just came in and blew them up. But the bottom line is, they're killing a lot of civilians. If you look at the situation, they're carpet bombing. Now, I don't know why people. One dude asked me, "They ain't carpet bombing, man. They ain't throwing a carpet over these niggas bombing." Like, that's how something dumb. And I wish I was joking. His name is, I'm gonna tell you his name. His name is Ben Gosley. Ben Gosley, Gosley. Am I saying it right? This motherfucker was like, and he wasn't being sarcastic. He said, "No, man, they ain't carpet bombing. And like they throwing carpets on these niggas and bombing them." And I was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "No, man, it's for real." Now I could see if I was on
he was joking. Feed. He's a comic.
No, he's not a comic. Not at all. No. Fucking. And then the conversation got worse. He said that he's one of those dudes that like, and we need more white people to take over the world type shit. But he's black. That type of person. That's black and feel like more black people need to be put in jail because they're black. And he's Candace Owens. If Candace Owens had a dick. Now I'm not sure if Candace Owens got a dick, but I'm sure that her head is shaped like a dick. She's an alien-looking chick.
She's a dickhead.
She's a dickhead. See, you see how I was going there? But
there you go.
I think that anything that Israel tries to say now after this, that we find out that they wanted to fund Hamas so they could keep this shit going, so they could take the land. I say on the bullshit detector, I'm calling bullshit. I'm going up to into the red.
Now she and we've mentioned it to the Oslo Accord. So we'll talk about the great 2 bits of information she gave after that. after the quote from Netanyahu that essentially funding Hamas will be the only way to get rid of the Palestinian state.
Right.
And another key part of that quote was keeping Gaza and the West Bank separate, which is what's happening, right? Gaza is where all this bombing is happening, and that is Hamas controlled. But the West Bank is controlled by the Palestinian Authority, which would be the more sort of recognized and acceptable body of governance.
But they're killing people in the West Bank.
Yeah, but not on this scale, not like that. I mean,
not
yeah,
on the
I'm
scale,
not saying this shit has
right.
been popped off, but if you're talking about Hamas being horrible, which you know, the acts were
well, you know,
I mean, no, I mean, not at the acts on October 7th were a horrible, tragic
they were
event.
horrible. I agree, but I don't know if I want to call them Hamas terrorists.
I'm just saying,
anymore.
yeah. It's, you know,
I've changed my mind about that.
They are the militant wing of an organization that is seeking to protect its people.
And also, when you find out over 50 years, I don't know, 50 or 7 years, where the Israel has basically just apartheid,
brutalize those people.
I called it. I was trying to figure a word. Can you put an ed on the apartheided? They basically apartheided them.
They got Mandela.
Yes, that type of shit.
They got Nelson.
And for them to say that, you know, they're doing their best not to kill civilians, I don't know what they're fucking talking about.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
But no,
I mean, they're dropping bombs and wrecking places.
Yeah, no. But so when you talk about how horrible Hamas is, then understand that the Israeli government is preventing a unified Palestinian vote that would allow Hamas to be ousted from Gaza itself. They won't allow the West Bank and Gaza to vote together. So that's a major problem. But let's move on to the other two parts of what you're saying.
We're going to move on to it. But I just a quick question. Maya Baker's asking, here's the thing. Israel is telling Palestinians to leave. Where are they supposed to go? Right now, they're trying to get them funneled into Egypt.
Yeah, they want to send them to Egypt.
They kind of want to send them to Egypt. Now, you got to think this is over 2 million people minimum. So the people that's left, because they've killed a lot of people. I just feel like if I went to Pedro's house and say, hey man, fuck that, you got to move to Inglewood. Why?
Yeah, those are fighting.
Because I like your I like your apartment.
We squabbing on the porch, my nigga.
You hold up. Hey nigga, this is a beautiful apartment. I think I'll take it.
I live here now. Yep.
Yeah, I live here now. Anybody that can't see that what is going on here, and the fact that America has let it go this long, which I think is a little too late, that Biden is speaking up, because I think he's speaking up because he knows
we got a bomb quota to fill. Shang, don't talk stupid. We sold the bombs. They got to use them or they won't buy more bombs.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, man. I forgot about
like a rookie. Come on.
I'm sorry, man. Capitalism. What was I thinking? All right. I apologize. Goddamn.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Somebody said, what's
all right, so another thing this woman mentioned, she says that in the early 90s, the Oslo Accords was struck and peace was reached between Yitzhak Rabin, Israeli prime minister at the time, and Yasser Arafat, leader of the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization.
Right.
Both men were awarded Nobel Peace Prize, she said, right? Then 2 years later, a right wing
he was killed.
Israeli settler assassinated Yitzhak Rabin, assassinated a fellow Jewish person and leader of Israel at the time, and peace broke down from there. And then she mentioned in 2016, John Kerry striking an agreement that was then shot down by who? BIBI. And I'm not talking about BB-8 from the Star Wars, because he's a little cute soccer ball, and we like about this dude. No, we talking about this asshole, this Sith droid.
Now, let me ask you something. When you say, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing, but how would you say, when you speak of how Hitler did the Jews, which was horrendous? Don't you see the correlation of how he's going about things right now, wanting to basically commit genocide
It's
on
amazing
all
to
the
me.
Palestinians. I think that
The
then
parallels are amazing. Like,
yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
it,
And they're like, yo, that's crazy, son.
man, you know what? I'm gonna play some clips of him tomorrow. We'll take that into the weekend. But I found this kid. I think I got it through Sean King, but I started following him. It's like Absorb Eryt, ERYT. I think that's his name, but he's this Palestinian kid. Actually, yeah, he's Palestinian, but American. Lives in America, I believe.
Right. And he
But
does a split screen. And he
yeah, he
does
does
split
split
screen.
screen
And the
and
people
talks to all
saying all
these
kind
little
of hateful shit.
Israeli people.
I
And
want
these
you
people,
killed. I want your blood. I want your blood to be splattered.
like these,
It's
like
like
it's like little Israeli girls, like teenage girls,
saying crazy
who are
shit.
like, "I hope more babies die. They should have killed more babies." And ha ha ha, we don't care. And you're animals. And it's just like,
And he's like,
yo,
yo, what's
y'all
up with
really
you?
sound Nazi like right now. I
Oh,
don't know if anybody's ever told you this.
and then she asked him, so how many followers there? He said 7 million. She said, oh, hey, you know what? I like you though. I like, yeah, you little thirsty bitches. But no, I've seen a bunch of his clips where he's asked people, where you see clips of people in the streets wanting to fight people.
Oh,
they're like,
yeah, grown ass men who are like, "Ooh, do you know what I would do to you? I'd fuck you in the ass." And it's like, all right, these aren't manly threats. First of all, bro,
first off,
this sounds like a
these are
party in West
grapey ass
Hollywood.
threats.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, oh,
what is that?
I would take my throbbing dick and put it in your mouth. Wait a minute, bro.
Yeah, like,
Hey,
you know,
hey.
I gently lick your nipples until you like, whoa,
I would
bro,
grab your butthole
this
and
is
I would
going somewhere.
spread it and I would eat
I
it like
think
a
we're talking about the
papaya.
same
Whoa,
thing.
whoa. Hey, first off, bro, that's a little too
Are
much.
you into bondage? Maya
Wait,
Baker says
what?
they are gentrifying Palestine, one asshole at a time, I guess. But yeah, absolutely. There seems to be a very clear takeover. And you know, Maya asked earlier, like, where are Palestinians supposed to go when they're told to leave? First of all, the idea of telling somebody to leave their home is just, it's
Bonkers.
sociopathic. It's sociopathic, right? It's like, well, I told you to leave. I told you I was going to destroy your house. It's like, all right. And then, yes, logistically, where would they go? And then another layer of logistics. What the fuck are they supposed to come back to?
Yeah.
Or are they supposed to come back? Maybe not, right? Maybe that's the intention. So the more and more you look at this,
The more you
it's really
realize
hard. It's really hard to see Israel's gripe at this point. Like,
it's Israel.
you control the region. Yes, there are entities that
Water, when you control
attack,
water,
and
electricity,
yeah, you have a right to defend yourself.
you
But like,
control the
at a
narrative,
certain point, it's not defense. You're retaliating and
right?
punishing
And
and
you're
doing
doing
some
war
other shit
crimes.
that seems to have nothing to do. When they got, you know, groups of men, Palestinian men, stripped down to their underwear, bound and blindfolded, you know, sitting on their knees in this, it's like, what is this about again?
Yeah, I guess. Is this some
What
fantasy
does
that
this
you
have
wanted
to
to
do with
play out?
October 7th? Like,
And
exactly.
not nothing. It had to do with some shit that he had saw that he wanted to do to men. But the bottom line is like, man,
Are
if
you
I could
into
just
bondage?
yes, if I could just tie you all up and watch you squirm in your underwear. What are those? Hanes? Those are Hanes.
It's ridiculous.
No, he's rubbed his chest while talking to niggas many times. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I want to
He's
talk
a
to you
chest
about that.
rubber.
I want to talk to you about what you have under your clothes. I think that at the end of the day, they're going to continue to do it because even though the United Nations, a couple other people said, stand down, let's have a ceasefire. He's like, fuck all of y'all. I'm still bombing them. And as soon as they got some of the hostages back, it was bombs away. They did not give a fuck. So I have switched I'm not going to be on the fence. I think Palestinians need to be given a break. I think ceasefire has to happen. I do not no longer think that Hamas is just, I don't label them a just a terrorist organization. I think that they're a militant wing that did some heinous shit, but it's not even close to what Israel's doing. And the narrative that Israel has played that they're victims, which they're not, when they knew they had a stronger military by far, they're not victims. So I don't want to hear that shit no more. And anybody else call me anti-Semitic, because I've been called anti-Semitic on a couple posts. I want you to do me a favor, all right? All right. So I want you to go outside your house and you look on your roof. You'll see a dude up there with a bushel. Now I know you're wondering what's in that bushel. It's a bushel of dicks, and he's gonna pour them on you, and you can gulp each one of them.
Yeah,
that was very descriptive.
It's a dick downpour. Y'all, check this out, man. Speaking of non-victims, Savage AF.
My man. Oh yeah.
My man. I'm gonna label him chairman of the Boardwalk. We harken back to this summer when a brawl occurred in which a black man, a dock worker, was attacked by a group of white people. And then the community came to his rescue. Here are some of the highlights there. But
the highlights. Yeah.
Just to update there that Reggie Bernard Ray, the wielder of that chair, he was one of the highlights. We saw a few heroes. We saw a few heroes. There was Aquaman, made his first appearance. Made his presence known. A young man who swam from the boat to the dock just to zip some ass. But Reggie Ray took up some folding equipment and began to slap a taptate upon the heads. It looks like this dude is trying to high five or give a high 10 to that chair. No, sir, that's forehead.
But not
meat.
here.
Yeah, that's face sandwich meat right there. That's deli food for your grill. But yeah, he got quite a few thwacks in with that folding chair. As a comedian, I don't know about you, Shang, but when I do shows now, I don't request a stool. You know, that's a standard equipment on the stage. I ask that they remove that stool and replace it with the folding chair now. Not only for comfort, but so I can also defend myself much
just in
better.
Case there's a heckler that decides to get a little frosty. But the bottom line is, when I found this out, black people are always taking I call micro wins. We take little wins when justice comes our way. Yeah, like when I watch boxing, I do want the black boxer to beat the shit out of the white boxer. I don't know if that's racist. Is that racist, y'all? I've always wondered, does that make me racist, or just feel like we just need a little bit of payback? And when I see, like right now, the reason we champion people like the black NASCAR guy that won, I go, yeah, I buy his product over the white NASCAR guys. Or if I see, even like I just watched the Kevin Hart, Chris Rock thing on Netflix. Did you see that?
Not yet.
You gotta watch it. It's Chappelle, and it's called Headliners Only, which I think is, fuck you, Kevin, for that. But short motherfucker you. But it just I root for people to win. And Pedro's known me. I don't know. He don't know my dark side. He don't know about the other shit I did with the sex trafficking and I'm just saying
lyrics against niggas now.
I know when I was a pole dancer, I had to get because when I was almost evicted.
Yeah, I'll never ask you about that.
Are you sure? I mean, maybe it's a story that we can save for later.
They don't meet your idols, y'all. Especially when they're on the pole.
And no, but I've always championed us helping us. And when I saw this, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was more like, cool, exactly. I didn't feel like there's people saying, well, you're racist if you think that was okay what he did. No. It was retaliation. Oh, that's prejudice. Oh, so I'm prejudiced. Wow. I did not know that.
We all prejudge. You see somebody walking down the street with a stupid outfit on, you like, who, fuck is wrong with this guy? You're gonna judge him.
Who is this motherfucker?
Who's that nigga on that neck? But the big news is that our chair swinger, Reggie Ray, will not be facing any jail.
Reggie, Big Reg.
He will get some community service, but I feel like he already did that. Shit.
Now,
you know what I'm saying? He did the community the greatest service of the whole.
This is what Savage AF is going to do for all of our listeners, all of the people that watch us, all the people that follow us. We're going to send each and every one of you a Savage AF chair. And you can print your picture on it and everything else. That was the secret little gift today. It's going to be a Savage AF white folding.
Look under your chair. There's a chair.
There's a chair.
We left a chair under your chair. Everybody, you get a chair. You get a chair.
So all of y'all that
don't take it when you're sitting in. No, we need those back.
Yeah, but this is for all of you. So just inbox Pedro your mailing address. Just at Black Pedro on Instagram. You inbox him, and we will mail that folding chair out to you right away.
Straight away. You know what it is, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. So that was a little bit of a feel good story for me, at least. So
yeah, it was.
Want to give y'all a slice of that. We'll keep it pushing though. It's my turn to burn, and as I do that, I'm gonna give that heat like that. What?
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Yeah. All right, man. Things like this come up on the show every now and then.
Every now and then.
But it's, we talk a lot of politics, and we always seem to be in this constant state of political cycles. Everybody's always campaigning. And I know that recently, even yesterday, Shang, you and I, we were talking about polls, POLLS, not the ones you used to dance on, but political polls.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because
right?
I needed the money at the time, man. Don't judge me. Come on.
Hey man, there's no judgment, bro.
I've been sounding real judgmental, man. I'm just keeping.
No. I was just distinguishing between the two poles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, okay. Okay. Because I feel a certain way. That was a dark time in my life, nigga.
No, man, don't trip. But we got a lot of polls saying a lot of different things. People are worried, like, oh shit, Biden's slipping and they're tied, or Trump's ahead and Trump gonna win and we all gonna lose and we going to hell, and I hope they burn in hell. And
Yeah.
It all feels dramatic. The polls.
They say I hope they're gonna burn in hell. Who's saying that?
There's a lot of polls out there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Is that what poll is that? And I hope they all burn in hell. I'll vote for that one.
But I caught an article on CNN. Author, it's an opinion piece by Clay Kane. I'm not familiar with his brother or whatever, but it is addressing this this idea of Black people are somehow leaning towards Republican shit and ideas and Trump and things like this. And over the past few cycles, there have been these polls that are like, Biden having problems with Black vote, Obama having problems with Black vote, Black voters, flocking to Trump and things like that. And then at the end of the day,
the niggas don't like Biden.
But at the end of the day, none of these things have panned out. And this is what I've been trying to say. And this brother is basically saying,
Pedro.
No, this brother is basically saying this in this article. I encourage you to go out and read it for yourself. It's opinion, what Black voters will never forget about Donald Trump, right? But one thing he really highlights that stuck out for me was this idea that polls don't paint the whole picture. There's a lot of flawed methodology in poll taking, especially nowadays, and they're used a lot of times to stir up attention when the news cycle is down, right? But the reality is, Negroes, you tell me, Black, like real ass Black people,
yes,
Donald Trump,
yes,
like real ass nigga, like, because what I've seen, what I believe that 106 of the 91 counts against Donald Trump, most of that shit is about him trying to stop Black people from voting in Atlanta, in Philadelphia, in Detroit, in Milwaukee, in all these states that flipped and were these critical swing states. They flipped because of the Black vote. And if you're telling me that niggas are all of a sudden, after doing all of that and going through all we've gone through to kick Donald Trump the fuck out, that in mass niggas are about to flock there to a way that it makes a difference?
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna have to ask you to go back to stripping, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. Because you
wow.
get back to the
Okay,
poll
let me
life.
tell you something.
That's why you can't listen to strippers, dog. They don't be knowing that.
By the way, my ladies, my name was Buttercakes.
See, info you just don't want to know.
Ladies,
what I'm trying to tell y'all is,
you're so
do not
here.
let these polls freak you out. Black people are not about to swing towards Trump. Donald Trump ain't gonna have no fucking lead over.
That's not true.
Joe Biden. And get the fuck.
Everybody, Pedro slipped and hit his head drinking a little bit too much wine. That is not true. The bottom line is black people are, unfortunately, and I'm gonna say this to the black folks on here, and you probably get mad at me. We unfortunately are easily duped. We buy into some bullshit a lot of the time. Yes, we
that's
do.
offensive.
Absolutely, that's offensive.
Hell no,
it's offensive.
The
but
numbers don't even show that.
Okay,
the numbers don't even show that, nigga.
Sexy Red is successful.
Nigga, Sexy Red is one person, dog.
What's her name?
You know what? For your Sexy Red, I could name you 10 black women that are anything from a fucking MD doctor to a prosecutor to a motherfucking judge. Do you understand me?
Pedro, you're fucking it up. I'm trying to scare him. Listen, why isn't he not getting it? Listen, black people, all right, I know what you're doing with your fuckery, all right? And I'm speaking to you directly.
Put your flaming hot whatevers down.
Okay? And you know what? Stop stirring your chitlins and listen up.
Put your grandmother's wooden spoon down for a second.
Okay,
you
just for a second.
Monkey.
And listen up. And all you kids, put away your Hot Wheel tracks. I'm trying to tell you something. Right now, black people are, the percentage of black people that are leaning towards Trump, because black people unfortunately lean towards strength. And he does the perception is he has strength. A lot of them are leaning towards saying the bad stuff that Biden has done instead of the positive stuff that Biden has done. And plus, if you think Biden was part of that crew when they were saying, you know, they were predators and all of the other stuff, black people remember that too. And they'll remember that over the fuckery of Trump, because Trump instills strength.
I agree with what's his name? Clay Kane. I think that black people will not forget.
They do. I mean, they forget shit yesterday. What are you talking about?
No, we've heard the racist things he said. We know he has stirred up all these cracker monkeys, these orcs, these pale milk orcs.
These racist
that came up out of their prime.
But not just them. The rich white people.
Virginia, Tennessee, ooze.
The rich white people.
They're in it for the tax cut, and the racism is caviar.
The racists right there. You got the Nazis and and the people who work at Walmart. I'm just telling you right now.
All the greeters.
I'm just saying. All the greeters. Welcome, niggers and spicks. Whoa! I just came to get some, plates. I didn't know that, But I'm telling you right now, I really do think black people. I've heard black people saying corny shit like, "Oh man, I like the way Trump's swag is." You corny motherfucker.
Well, put it on a rap album, you idiot. But in the voting booth, do not promote that shit.
Yeah, you're a corny motherfucker. And
you ham hock monkey. You like that one,
LG? What I'm saying? Yes. When you shit, your corn comes out because you're corny. I just feel like, the bottom line is that Trump has bought into that. And even before Trump was president, black people were bigging him up in songs. And even though he was a coward, trying to say he was a player, and even though he's a loser.
While as a property manager, he was also being sued for discriminating against black tenants.
Exactly. And the Central Park Five.
It's an organization.
Somebody said to me on X, which is Twitter, they said to me, "Prove to me that Trump is racist." I had to do a cut and paste of 4 different things because it was too long. And they were like, Central Park 5, you can't say that's racist. That was just his opinion. What?
That's what racism is. It starts there, right? It starts with people's opinions.
It starts with your opinion.
Prejudice, bigotry,
and then it
forms into practice. And then niggas can't rent from your fucking apartment building, right? Because they're
Not only that, he for the people that don't know, and I'm going to reiterate this, he took out a full page ad with men that were already exonerated, and still
no, they weren't exonerated.
They weren't exonerated yet?
No. When he took out a full
When he
page
did it,
ad. No, he took out a full page ad
was after.
advocating, I believe, for the death penalty for these children. No, he took out that full page
afterwards?
ad. Maybe he did a second time. The first time he took out a full page ad was
he doubled down. I know he doubled down.
While they were on trial.
While they were on trial.
He took out a full page ad against 5 children to see that they were punished to the full extent of the law when they were. I don't even think they had been convicted yet. Right. So it was that.
Okay. I'm looking at shit now online.
And they weren't guilty.
And they weren't guilty. That's number one. Number two, he did double down on it. He doubled down on it. That's why
he doubles down on everything. I mean,
that's just his thing. He doubles down on it. But I'm just saying that this man, where he says, "Hey, that's my African American," where he said, "There's Nazis. There's some Nazis are good."
He said there were good people on both sides in Charlottesville.
Right, that's what I mean. I'm just, I'm embellishing, but
what he said is worse. You know what I'm saying? You made it sound better.
I saw peddled it, but the bottom line is Trump is, they keep black people. I disagree with you, and I mean it. Black unfortunately, will big up idiots.
I think that's too generalized of a statement, man. I mean,
not a percentage of black people.
When he was being propped up in hip hop, when Trump was, there was no political affiliation. Okay, Central Park 5, but or Exonerated 5 now, that history wasn't carried through, and media isn't the way it is now, right? So he took out full page ads in New York local papers, but that's not as big. It wasn't as big of a national story back then.
Back then it wasn't.
But when it comes to politics, I don't. This is general.
Pedro
is failing us. It's happening. Yeah,
Pedro,
absolutely.
Pedro,
we have to participate in it, and Pedro, I don't think we go around.
Pedro, repeat what you just said. You froze.
Okay, maybe I didn't freeze for everybody, but I'm just gonna say that we black people, I don't think fall for a bunch of razzle dazzle.
Yes, they do. They fall for the banana and the tailpipe. That's politically.
Yes, they do. As a voting bloc. We have not migrated to this modern day Republican Party with all of their tokens or whatever they've tried to flash in front of us.
That's not true, man. Pedro,
how?
Come on,
how have we gone Republican?
They fall for the banana and the tailpipe. I'm telling you, they absolutely do. Because right now, when you look at some of the young black,
wrecked the buffet at the Herald Club.
Nobody knows what we're doing. They're going banana and tailpipe. What kind of freaky shit y'all talking? The bottom line is, I think if black people do buy into the bullshit, a percentage of black people, a small percentage, okay, a larger percentage than before. And young black people are not as learned. They don't do the research. They don't do the fucking information.
Sorry, so, I just read Maya's comment. She said blacks are paid actors, kind of like roaches for raid.
Right. That's yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I've heard that. Wow, people going in. Black folk as a collective are tenderhearted. That's why we suckers, just like the Democrats, sucker ass suckers, tend to love anyone who shows a little kindness. We are getting tougher slowly. Not really. When I saw that woman walk into the court and forgive the motherfucker that shot 9 people while they were kneeling in a church, and it made me want to punch this bitch. And I know that sounds, I don't want to hit women, but I wanted to hit her in the fucking head that day. What do you mean forgive him? He had racist diatribes all on his Facebook. You know he's a fucking racist, that he wanted to kill black folks, and you're still going there because your religion. That's why a lot of religious people get on my fucking nerves, because you'll forgive these white folks that do heinous shit right off the clip, but then somebody black come in and they're not dressed the right way in church, and y'all talk about their ass all day and night. So get it together. What you mean, dang shang? You know I'm telling the truth. We be suckers sometimes.
It's like Chris Rock said, it's a reason to kick an old lady down the flight of steps. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. Let me see. A tree head. Oh shit. God, mother, I got it. Tree head
You
said,
got it? Yeah, I know. What are you doing?
I must be out of the black folk collective because the only tender part of me is my belly. Well, girl, go ahead. Now you know, oh shit.
You all right?
Hold on.
Pedro having problems over there, but the point is, I want to say to everybody in the feed
Snatched my
and
cord
Pedro,
out by accident.
if you don't think that I mean, I'll give you an example. When I'm gonna use it comedy wise, aren't you sometimes? I don't know if you were, but back in the day, even though I was one of the most militant people, not just people, but comics in the business, where Paul Mooney went, this yellow nigga's crazy. I don't know if I can work with him. It was because I've said some shit, and I would be apprehensive to do that in front of black audiences. And like, would black audiences rock with me, or do I gotta, I gotta be, slap happy with it to get their attention?
Well,
They do
you know
buy
me.
into it.
I always believe that you know me, I don't go slap happy on audiences. So they gonna get they gonna get this. I can switch up some things and then blah blah blah, make it a little bit more festive. But I believe that it's our job to give these motherfuckers
Give
the
them what,
real.
yeah. But I think that my thing was with comedy was aggression's aggression. If you're aggressive with white folks and you're aggressive with black folks, it's still aggression. So I didn't have to change much to be aggressive with the material. But the bottom line is, I've noticed that Chris Tucker could do a cockroach joke at the time when I did Def Jam, and people go crazy. Like, or Michael Jackson danced like this. What if Michael Jackson was coming? And
Hey,
they, I
but
mean,
Maya just told a good roach joke 13
but
seconds
that ain't
ago.
Maya's joke. That's
But then
what's the that's
Roaches
what
Parade.
well, it might be hers, but Louise Agamo said that on Comedy Central. That was a bit of his.
Who?
Louise Agamo.
I was like, wait, Luis Zagamo? Who is it? You
What's his
mean John
name?
Leguizamo?
Leguizamo. I fucked that one up.
Luis Zagamo. That sounds like some
By
Italian
the
shoes
way,
we can't
yeah,
afford.
he makes
What's them, Luis
decorating
Zagamos?
he makes decorative sweaters. But
That was
I'm just saying that yeah, I like that militant ish, but a lot of people didn't. A lot of clubs wouldn't book me. A lot of TV shows wouldn't air me, and then it kind of started changing a little bit. I knew how to soften some stuff, and then I started getting on shows. But I'm trust and believe when I watched this Kevin Hart, and I want you to watch that Kevin Hart documentary on Chris
yeah, I
Rock.
know what you're talking about.
You got to watch it. When it made me realize that I made some incredibly wrong decisions of the direction I wanted to go, and I have to try to change it in 2024, which is crazy. But I think that when you look at what you're popping, I just want to say I think that
You think Negroes are about to fucking vote for
if
Donald
Biden
Trump?
keeps getting more befuddled,
No, nigga.
okay, well, okay, let's agree to disagree.
That
If he gets more befuddled, and these corny black people, and I'm not all black people, the corny black people that buy into this bullshit of Trump strength and all this other stuff, then he's going,
I
and
think
Trump could win.
he got 11% of the black vote, which was marginally higher than your average Republican gathering of black people. So this is not a significant number of black. Is like,
It
please
is.
chime in right now in the comment section. All y'all out there listening, please chime in if you really think that black people are about to swing. Nigga, that means me and you got to go too. If we about to swing over to Trump and the whole Republican
Hey man,
agenda, fuck no.
I
Fuck these
I
polls. Do not believe in this shit,
I
man.
like his hair, and I'm gonna vote for him. I think he's. Oh, he looks like he's crying here. I picked the wrong picture. Yeah.
I don't care how you
I like the
get
fact
there.
he talks a lot of shit. I like that.
Well, the turd mouth one is always rough.
All right, but you know what? Speaking of talking shit, I want y'all to do me a favor. I'm talking shit to y'all. If y'all don't start subscribing to the goddamn channel, you know where the channel is. You see it right there. It's scrolling right there. I ain't got to tell you right there no more. Right there, all right there, right there, right there. And make sure. And I just want you to know, they don't know or they don't show because they don't care about us in the hood. But I care about y'all if y'all follow us on our page. Here we go. And I will be sending those chairs out to all the people that follow us.
I don't care how you get chairs. Get chairs. Sorry.
You are very good at puns. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You are. I'm gonna keep it real. You're very good at it. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, follow on Instagram at Black Pedro. BLACK Pedro. Make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Thank you guys. My numbers dropped a little bit. Now they're going a little bit back up. Thank you guys for getting me over the 100 mark, and I appreciate it. Also, hit me on Threads. Trying to get Threads to 10,000 people on Threads. We're at 7,776. So make sure you follow at Comedian Shang on Threads, and then pump up the volume for at Black Pedro on Threads.
That's what it is,
My Shangry for today, I need y'all to notice it's going down. And Pedro, you're gonna have to redo it again. I'm gonna tell you what it is in a second. All right, get it, hit it.
Can a brother get a home or what?
That was, man. All right, now I know y'all saying, what is he talking about? Okay, I saw a report on this, and it really pissed me off. People say, well, you got to be a homeowner. You need to go buy a home. It is more difficult for Black people to buy homes than it is white people to buy homes. I don't know why people say, no, if you got the money. That's not true at all. 76% of Black loans are turned down. Let me say that number again. 76% of Black loans for Black people. They're right. Okay, it's home hunting while Black, how racism sabotages the American dream. There's been articles written about it. Okay, people of color, regardless of their economic backgrounds, were denied applications for mortgages at a higher rate than white Americans. This is a fact. Number one, there was a brother that just tried to get a house in Texas, his dream home. He came in with $100,000 down. His credit score was 790, which means you should be able to buy a home. 2 weeks before he was about to get the home, guess what the fuck happened? They denied him. And then he did some research and found out that this same place, also in the military, has done it. They have denied Black people loans for homes. Ready for this? This is military, 64%. I will send you the fucking information if you want me to, if you inbox me, but this is what's happening. The approval rate for white people, on the other hand, ready for this? 79%. 79%. Hey, you don't even have to put any money down. You know what? Move in now. Fuck my wife. Come on in. I mean, this is what's happening right now. Black people just want to be part of the American dream. And when we go to buy something, guess what happens? A wife? Yeah. And this is wild when I found it comes with a wife. You mean there's pussy already there? The bottom line is military guys that are in the military getting turned down when they want to go buy a home by the military, when you're trying to get loans from them. That is what's happening. I don't know if you knew this was happening, but God damn it. I don't want to hear nobody else say, well, no, man, it's easy, man. You just go do that shit. We get hit with way higher interest. In fact, when we're trying to sell a house, if they know that it's a Black person selling the house, they will make the house less valuable. Okay, Maya says, because they want us in certain areas. I don't know if you knew this or not, Pedro, but this is what's happening in 2023. This is what's happening right now. It was
happening in 1923, 1823, 1723.
And it is happening now. This is an opinion piece, but there's also something to back up the opinion piece. There was stuff that I double checked. Latin, Asian, and Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, and Black applicants experienced discrimination during the mortgage approval process. But Black applicants encountered the most.
Absolutely.
So we need to definitely talk about this more, get it out there more. And I just feel like we're just not. We keep letting them slide. With social media, we're so busy talking about my booty hole brown more than we are talking about. Yes, that's what's trending. That's Sexy Red, by the way, her song. My pussy lips pink.
There's a place for everything.
Yeah. So I don't know if you. Wow, we got people in the feed, but according to whites, there is no racism. Great way to cap it off. I agree.
Well, for them, there isn't.
There isn't. For them,
there's kind of you gotta see it through their white eyes.
It's smooth sailing. But
what are you talking about? I walked into the bank, walked out with a sack of money. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Just tell me your name's Jim.
I went to Walmart. They tossed me guns over the counter. I went to Firestone. Was it Redstone? And they slid me an application and tore it up in front of me.
They had to pull Shang to the side, like, yeah, brother. So
why do you say they really?
That nigga got pulled to the side, like, yeah.
I wish it was a joke. Everybody in the feed, I wish it was a joke, but that really happened. They really
at the black gun store. They had to put like,
nigga, I don't know.
They were looking towards the dude who covers the door, like,
yeah, don't get him. I'm gonna get a gun in 2024.
See, that's not what this show's supposed to be about. That's not even on the list for today.
That is, well, you know what's on the list now. It's on the list now. In 2024, I got a list of things I want, and one's gonna be a gun. Yeah.
What was it? So he got a gun. Who had a gun? What's the name in that song? Johnny's got it. It's not Johnny.
I don't know.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Aerosmith
got a gun. Yeah. Who the fuck is that? Fuck.
People in the feed won't.
There's a white kid. We gotta watch out. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. All right, we gotta watch out for these.
I know one of them was Pearl Jam. Jeremy spoke in class today. It was about a kid doing mass shooting in a class.
Sally's got a gun. Susie's got a gun. Was it a chick? Fuck.
Pedro's got a gun.
I got a few. I'm responsibly trained and fully.
And you know what else Pedro got? Pedro got a show coming up. Yo,
Johnny's got a gun.
Is it? I don't think it was Johnny. It wasn't Johnny's got a gun. That don't even sound right.
It doesn't feel
That's not true. It's not Johnny's got a gun. Maya is wrong. It's not Johnny. It's either Jenny. It's Jenny's got a. Or it's Benny,
Susie, Sally.
It's somebody. It's it ain't Mohammed. It ain't Mohammed's got. Now you gotta look it up. Jamie. Jamie's got a gun. It's Jamie. YT Johnson said Pedro's got a gat. I can't even have a gat, but I do got nunchucks and throwing stars.
It's Janie.
Janie. By the way, you know what?
Nadia, you were close. You put Jamie, but it's Janie.
So
Janie's got
don't y'all fuck with me because guess what? Throwing stars can fuck you up too. And I've been practicing.
And in the apocalypse, they're silent.
Yeah, you don't even see them coming. What? Look at this.
Janie is Janie with an N.
Aerosmith.
It is Aerosmith, but it's Jane. It's not Jamie. It's Janie.
This is Janie. But you know what?
Like me.
Well, you know who's gonna have a gun in 2024? Me. And they're gonna see me at the shooting range a lot. You say so. Shang, you back? Yeah, I just came to practice a little bit, make sure everything's everything. You know what I'm saying? What number am I?
Next, cool.
Trust and believe. Yeah. Because I'm good with the handgun. I can pop off and I'm accurate. I'm gonna keep it real. That shotgun shit is some other shit.
You ain't gotta be too accurate with a shotgun.
No, I'm saying, shotgun, you pretty much just
you'll clear the area.
Yeah, but I forget what gun you had at my shoulder. I was like, ow.
That was Sergeant Pepper.
Which one was that?
Sergeant Pepper, that's my AR-12. It looks like an assault rifle, but it's actually a 12 gauge shotgun, magazine fed.
Whatever it was, I don't know what it was. I positioned it right, but for some reason, it right here.
Nah, he bucks, man.
It was not. And then I shot, and then Pedro shot, and blew the whole leg off of the. They had little things we shoot at.
The target stand was like,
the whole leg went placa, and everybody.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah, everybody looked down and said, "Who is that?"
I'll pay for that.
Pedro's like, "It's cool, it's cool. I ain't mad at my ex no more."
That buckshot ain't no joke, though. When I hit that buckshot, I hit you blew through the target, but also 100 yards in the distance, you could see a bunch of little pellet pops, and you're like, "Ooh, I would have fucked some shit up back."
Well, so 2024, that's going to be happening. Somebody's going to piss me off.
No,
no, I'm gonna have
to sit back till after the election and wait.
But
and
yo,
watch
man,
the white people go nuts.
$6,000, dude. They want $6,000, dude.
Maya Baker's got one of my. I do want a Mossberg. She got a Mossberg Shockwave 12 gauge. Ooh.
Yeah, I just want a handgun because you know
what?
You can't walk around with a Mossberg, but you can walk around with a handgun in certain parts of the country.
In most places, you probably can walk around with a Mossberg, dog.
No, in LA,
bro, you can open carry.
Really?
In California, I believe you can open carry. I don't
know. I know that.
I think there's certain stipulations to it. Again, do not go quoting Black Pedro said I could come to this Ralph's. No, that's not what happened.
And I think it was Black Pedro, and they go, Black Pedro, that nigga knew it. No, I'm gonna make sure.
Maya's in Arizona, so she could listen. She could carry a 12 gauge.
I will be in Arizona.
A goddamn arrow.
Maya, I will be in Arizona on the 13th with Robbie Perone and David R. Raybon and some lady that's headlining. What's her name? The Diva of Comedy. She gonna take a L. I can't.
you just put that out there, huh?
Put that. I'm going ham before this chick. But no, she's
my computer is very close to dying. I'm at 3%.
All right, but check this out. Make sure you go check out Black Pedro. Make sure you go check out Black Pedro at the Comedy Chateau.
I'll be at the Chateau tomorrow night, Friday, 7:30 p.m. for the 7:30 show, hosting at 7:30.
At 7:30. We said 7:30
tomorrow. North Hollywood Comedy Chateau.
I will be at the Roosevelt this weekend, December 16th at 8 p.m. He won't be there, but I'll be there. That's Christopher
Walken won't be there.
I don't know why I did that. I can't do him. Also, I'll be at the Ice House Wednesday, December 20th. And then also this weekend, I'll be, and also Wednesday, December 20th at 9:30, I'll be at the Improv in Hollywood. So make sure you come check out the shows, the live shows, so you can see us live. Make sure you go check out Pedro. It's going to be a hot show tomorrow night. My gig got canceled. I might go hang out if I feel better. Yeah, so, and then tonight I'm at the stand-up, but it's a private event, and it's going to be hoes. And so we'll see what happens tonight.
And a lot more hoes.
So check this out. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And make sure you tell your friends to watch the show and subscribe. All right? Tell them what we got to do.
Hey, in the meantime, in between time, y'all, stay black if you are black. Do not be black if you are not black. It's so weird. Everybody gets uncomfortable, man.
Stop it.
When you see somebody acting black and you know, keep your finger out your nose.
We'll see you tomorrow. Later.